Hello, today we are doing the area model, 2 digits times 2 digits, 73 times 45. If you have this worksheet, you can follow along with me. We're going to fill in the boxes. If you don't, you can get it by clicking on the link below. You can also draw your own. So since it's 2 digits times 2 digits, it's 2 across, 73, and then 2 down, 45. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to take this first number, 73, and we're putting it across the top. And since it's 2 digits, that's why we have 2 columns here. We're going to put 73 into expanded form. The 7 is really 70 because it was in the tens place, and then the 3 is just a 3. That's one team. It's across the top. It's ready to go. We just split it up a little. Now we'll do the same thing here with the other team. 45 is going to go along the side here. So we put it in expanded form. Since it's 2 digits, that's why I have 2 rows here. 45. So we put 40 and 5. If you ever get stuck, everything's color-coded, so it'll help kind of bring you back to what we're doing. Now, let me put that in here, over here, if you're doing your own. So with the area model, all we're doing is saying we're not going to multiply everything at once. I can't do 73 times 45 in my head, but I can split it up and I can do 70 times 40, and I can do 70 times 5, and I know how to do 3 times 40, and I know how to do 3 times 5. So if you split these guys up and multiply them one at a time, it's a lot easier and smaller than you just add it together at the end. And the reason we draw these boxes is just to make sure that we don't skip anything. So there are 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we're going to do 4 multiplication problems. So you just do 4 separate little problems and put 1 in each box. And then when you're done, you just add them all together. So let's start with the 70. It doesn't actually matter what order you go in, but I'm going to do the green first. So this is the green column. I'm going to do green versus orange and then green versus red. Or in other words, I'm going to do 70 versus 40 and 70 times 5. And then I'll be done with the 70. So let's do this box first. We come down as 70 times 40. Forget about the zeros. There's 2 of them, but we can just cover them. And we're going to do 7 times 4 and then just stick 2 zeros on the end. 7 times 4 is 28, and then 0, 0. Therefore, 70 times 40 is 2,800. And now we're going to do 70 times 5. Cover the 0, 7 times 5, and stick a 0 on whatever you get. 7 times 5 is 35. With a 0 is 350. So we just did 70 times 45. 70 times 40 is this, and 70 times 5 is that. If you add them together, you'll get 70 times 45, but we're not going to do that right now. But what I want you to notice is that we're not worrying about the 3, we're just kind of splitting everything up and doing it one at a time. So we just did 70 times 40 and 70 times 5, and now we're actually finished with the 7. We'll hop over here and we'll do the same thing with the 3. So we're going to do 3 times 45, or 3 times 40, and 3 times 5. For 3 times 40, cover that 0, just do 3 times 4, and then stick a 0 on the end. And then we'll come down here, last one is 3 times 5, which is 15. So 3 times 45 is 135. So we did 3 times 40 and 3 times 5. Add those together, that's 3 times 45. Over here we did 70 times 45. Total is 73 times 45. If you kind of nail down just drawing the model, it's really nice because once the model's here, you don't really have to think about it. You just do one box at a time. You say, okay, this box is these 2 numbers, this box is these 2 numbers, and you just go almost like it's a little house, and you just go from room to room. So it's really nice if you set it up, then you don't have to think so much, which is great. Okay, so if you want to get the total for these, you're just going to add them all together. And it doesn't matter what order you add them in. If you're using just, you know, a piece of paper or something, just add up all 4. If you're using this though, it's really nice because it can help you keep track. It'll show you when to carry so that you can just make sure you're not missing any steps. And it's really good while you're learning. And then you can check that your answer is the correct amount of digits. So it's just another extra step, which is really great so that you're not worrying about little mistakes. So I'm going to use this and go ahead and add it up. So we have 2,800. 120, 350, doesn't matter what order they're in. I'm just saying, hey, that's a 3-digit, that's a 3-digit. So I'm just plugging those in, put the 15 down here. 0005 is 5. 0 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 plus 3 is 12. So we're going to carry up here. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So we got 3,285.